Alright guys, we're back here. We're going to work on the thoracic spine, which basically goes from the base of that neck down to the top of that lower back through here. This is a tough on a lot of people because of people's posture basically. A lot of hunching, a lot of this. When it goes forward, there's not a lot of extension that happens through here. So we're going to hit some in-office stuff here as well as some things you can work on at home. The first thing simply being lateral movement. Your cervical, not your cervical spine, your thoracic spine is really good at lateral movement. That's its job for the most part. It's only inhibited with lateral movement by your rib cage at that point. And again, most people don't get much lateral movement like this. You think of the last time you ever did this, probably not a whole lot. So that's what we're going to start with. And all I'm thinking here is I want to run that center of movement right through the center of my body. I'm not moving it down through here doing this. I'm moving it here where my body can bend. Same thing here where my body can bend around that middle part of my spine. Another way to think of it sometimes is throw the arm over the top, can help produce that movement a little bit greater. So back both directions, moving back and through there. The second thing we're going to do is what I just call a roll-up. Sometimes people see this in a yoga class, but I'm going to kind of work myself down to my feet here and just hang for a little bit. But from here, all I'm going to do is start to roll that body up, and I'm going to feel it pull to that midsection. I'm going to keep hanging that head. Get to the top, extend the arms back. Same thing, move your body back down, use your legs if you have to. Get back to the floor, let the body hang. And I'm just stretching and rolling that body back up through there because it helps stretch and open up that thoracic spine just a little bit more through there. So that's a simple, easy thing to work on through there. Next thing we're going to do, because everybody's like this all the time, we got to work on stretching and opening up the chest. So we use something that's called the door stretch on here. And really any door works. This is actually a wider door than typical. But what I want you to do is you go in here, elbows and wrists on the door. Elbows and wrists on the door. I can start here, here, here. We'll start at about 90 degrees this first time. My body's upright. All I'm doing is leaning my body through. I'm not hanging my head. I'm keeping my head up and through here, and I'm moving back through that door. So if I were to come this way, just to show you a little bit better, I'm up. Again, my body's not at an angle like this, it's like this. I'm through here, folding my hips through, keeping my torso up, keeping my head up, and I'll feel that stretch to the pecs. If I want to change the angle, move the body up, move the arms up this way a little bit more, or move them down. And working some of those ranges of motion there is going to help. And again, all you have to do is hold this for 15 to 20 seconds is about the time frame you need. But do it a few times. It's the consistency or the frequency of the reps that help more than anything. Doing it once for 5 minutes is less effective than doing it 8 times during the day for 2 minutes each. So that's kind of what we're trying to get at, is to give you things you can do repetitively because you don't need a lot of equipment. The last thing we're going to do in this phase 1 thoracic spine is a simple foam roller. And again, I bring the foam roller out, and all I have to say is that most people, not most people, pretty much all people should have one of these at home because it's a really simple thing to do some myofascial stuff. If you remember, we also did it in the cervical spine and the neck as well. So I'm going to lean back on this, kind of comfortable as if I'm reclining. All I'm going to do is bring my hips up off the floor. If I'm starting with this, I'm keeping my arms in. As you get more experience, the arms can go out and up. And all I'm doing, again, I'm keeping my spine in line here, and I'm just simply working through that thoracic spine to break up some of those adhesions and scar tissue. I can turn to the side, work the same thing, turn to the side, work the same thing. Very simple with that. So you can do that, and I would spend 30 to 60 seconds on it doing that stuff. It doesn't have to be difficult. The next thing I'm going to do with the same foam roller is put it the long way on my spine. So you can see it from this angle through here. All I'm going to do is I'm going to lay back. My head's going to fall off the end. And I'm extending my body open. Opening my chest, bringing my shoulders back, let my spine relax, let my head extend. So I'm taking the pressure off the top of that thoracic spine by simply doing this. Really easy movement. You can stay here for 5 minutes if you want. It just, again, is a great thing at the end of the day, just to open your body up, especially those people who have a lot of tightness in your shoulders and a lot of tension up through your traps. Even through your rhomboids, people I say I'm really tight through the middle part of my back. It's posture. It's all posture with that. It's your head. The fact that this 16-pound object starts to pull your head forward. So we talk a lot about the neck posture and the movement. When this falls forward, you develop spasms through here, you develop a lot of scar tissue, and that's what this is designed to do, is to help open this up, which naturally draws the head back and up through there. So it's a great way, like I said, to kind of erase the effects of the day. That's phase one for the thoracic spine.